I like that song. That's a happy song. It's a very happy song. It's a happy Friday here today on January the 9th, 2026. Good morning, everybody. Welcome to Sea Leg Journeys Fun Cruise Talk. It's Motivation Friday here. I'm Chet, your host, and with me today is Sensei Rabbit, second degree dirty belt, and he's got that little bear buddy with him. And this morning, they've been going crazy with this thing over here. Yeah, so that's what's been going on over here all morning. Shenanigans from Sensei Rabbit. But thanks for joining me here today. We've been hanging out since 6 o'clock with Jimmy, the astute tourist. First, him with Kenny and Scott and Eddie and Ryan, and I forget who else was all in there. I think that's everybody. But yeah, and then we hung out with Eddie Lugo after that. Eddie and Ryan continuing on until here we are at Sea Leg Journeys, and right behind us at 9 o'clock is Go Live Together with Eddie, Jeremy, and Cheryl, and I think maybe Ryan too. I forgot to ask. See who's going to be over there this morning. But I know. I got Band-Aids on my face. I realize that. That's because yesterday I had to go to the old dermatologist, the skin doctor there. And so they got to keep an eye on me every once in a while. And I got a lot of burns, places they burnt on me. See that little red spot there? That was just a torch burn. And I got another one over here, burnt me with the torch over there. Then I got one on my arm right here. Look at that bubble right there. Yeah, they burnt the bubble right there. And then over here they got now everywhere I got a Band-Aid, they did a biopsy. I said we gotta cut it out of you and send it off. Make sure it ain't nothing. Probably ain't gonna be nothing. I don't expect it's gonna be nothing. They got all kinds of things to look for: basal cells and squamous cells and melanomas and benign stuff or malignant stuff, and all that little stuff. Most of the time when they do burn-offs, we know ain't nothing. And most of the time, the skin cancer really is something that they can it's done. They've cut it out when they did the biopsy, and it's done. So only twice have I had a malignant melanoma where they had to cut into me, and I got a scar on my back that goes between my shoulder blades about like that. First time they cut a half a pound out of me because it was a malignant melanoma. Then I had to go get x-rays and CAT scans and go to the eye doctor and check that, and the dentist thing to check that, and all this blood work and all this other stuff, make sure it hadn't spread, and so I take it serious though, because a buddy of mine had a malignant melanoma on his back just like me. I was 41 I think when I had it, and he was 38, and he died within 6 months because it got into his system and went up to his brain and took him out. It started off as just a malignant melanoma. And so I had the same thing in the same location, went to a different doctor. I don't know if that's got anything to do with it or we just caught it sooner or what, but about 3 years later, I did go back and they said, uh-oh, it looks like it's trying to come back. They cut the whole scar out. They did it all again, cut it all out to make sure it wasn't malignant. And it wasn't malignant at that time, so it wasn't spreading. So we know it was okay. But it made me start thinking about, you need to go get this stuff checked. So if you haven't got checked for whatever it is, you think you got something going on, you might want to check. And I'll talk about that more about my leg here in a minute. But let's say hi to 15,000 or 30,000 people. I'm using Kenny numbers this morning again, Aaron. Good morning to John Gailor. John, we've been missing you there, buddy. Glad to see you back. Hope everything's good over there for you. And woohoo! Yeah. It's a happy Friday. Are you motivated? I'm motivated. Lee from Anfield Road Layout in the loft right here. Good morning to you. Thanks for joining me here, Lee. And Jimmy, the astute tourist. JG. That's right. Hey, we was just talking about you, Jimmy, hanging out at your channel Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays at 6 a.m. with a whole host of people. Scott, Eddie, Kenny, sometimes Denise, and Scott, and a bunch of people over there. And we got Fuzzy Adventures. Good morning to you, Fuzzy. Thanks for joining me here this morning. And Fuzzy, my butterfly channel, likes to come over there and see you. Fluttering Dreams. Yeah. And look here, Scott's coming in going with the Hello Freaky Deaky Friday peepees right there. Good morning to you, Scott. Scott, the busiest, hardest working man in YouTube. Going to be having a Thursday tonight. Thursday. Scott, roll up there what time it is. I think it's 8 o'clock, but I don't want to tell everybody wrong. Oh, woohoo! Yeah, baby. Bill coming in. Good morning, Chet. Happy Friday. Bill, Happy Friday to you. I'm glad you found your luggage tags. And some cruise lines got it easier. Like on Princess, when I'm ready to do it, they put them out there available right there on my stuff that comes through, so I can print off my insurance thing if I want to see that. I can print off, my boarding stuff and all that, which you don't need. You don't need to take that no more because we have the medallion. And I'll also print off the luggage tags, everything, and they've made it pretty easy. But I don't have to really wait for an email or nothing like you was talking about with Royal. So we was on Royal, but it's been years back. And I don't remember how we did it back then. I told you, Bill, I've been on Royal, but I don't remember how we got our luggage tags. I don't know how we did it. I'm pretty sure we printed them off here at the house, but I don't remember how we did it. Mona's senior moments. Mona, I can relate to that. I have a senior moment every once in a while here, right in front of people on TV. And howdy there from Danny D, my manager, my super mod, my awesome person right there. Good morning to you, Danny D. How did my band-aids look this morning? Am I looking good? Do I look? Yar. I asked the doctor, I said, is it going to leave a scar? She goes, maybe. I says, good. I'll look more like a pirate. It'll match my leg. They had a good crew in there yesterday at where I went. Purple Rain came on the radio. And they were out there. I was waiting my turn. I was like, oh, man, don't come in here while Purple Rain's on the radio. Just stay out there. I'm sitting here jamming to Purple Rain. Well, the next thing you know, I hear them out in the other room singing Purple Rain. I'm like, oh, good. They're jamming with Purple Rain, too. They're going to wait till it's over before they come in. And so they did. So when they come in, I went, Purple Rain, Purple Rain. And, man, we all started laughing. I said, I'm glad y'all didn't come in while that song was on because I've been like, no, I'm listening. Either that or we can all sing along, one of the two. Good morning to Travel with Josie Ann. Good morning to you, Josie Ann. Woohoo! Good morning to you. Happy Friday. And hey, there's Bill's link right there. Bill, y'all got to check out Warm Strong Adventures. Bill is a world traveler. He's got some awesome tips, awesome advice over on his channel. So I'm telling you, this guy knows a lot about cruising. Bill, give her a check out Warm Strong Adventures, everybody. And Pete, right there. Good morning to you, Pete. Have you got your excursions booked yet? Have you got your kilts ordered yet, Pete? Have you? Ours are probably they might be here. I know they're going to be here in the next week coming up. They're going to be here. We're doing the tracking with them now. Excursions booked. We're ready to rock and roll on that ABC cruise. Danny D, throwing up Josie Ann's link. Josie Ann does a lot of world traveling too. Yeah. And Josie Ann, I know you got a live coming up. Is it today at noon? Sometimes I forget these things, and I need some reminding. So, Josie Ann, if you want to put in there when your live is coming up, if it's today and what time, let us know. Pete's channel right there. Pete's already got some videos from places you ain't never been to over across the pond. That's how I find out what's going on over there, too. Danny D, good morning to you. And there's Jimmy's link right there, the astute tourist. We got some links popping up. Good morning. Good morning. What's up? Hello. Hey, Bill. Hey, Cruise Life. John says, my wife had a biopsy on one from her back at the start of December. She has to go back next week to have all the tissue around it removed, too. Yeah. Yep. And typically, John, what they do is they try to go out. Some places go out a half inch. Some will go out an inch around it. My doctor's super thorough. They went out like this. And what they'd found was like the size of a magic marker, one of those big fatty magic marker tips. They went out like this on me. And they cut a half a pound out just to make sure they got it all because it was malignant. And they said, man, we got to make sure this didn't spread to your blood, your spinal cord, your lymph nodes, and all this other stuff. So, but they got it. I mean, I was like 41 when that happened. They had to go back to the same place again when I was like 44. Cut the whole thing back out again. So my scar now is it's just the same scar again. But it was really weird, John, because after they stitched it up and it got healed up and everything, you could push on my back and it would just sink in, just all the way to my backbone. There was nothing there. They cut it all out. There's a big hollow spot. It took a long time for that to fill back in. It was pretty crazy, but it didn't hurt. It didn't hurt. I mean, I rode my motorcycle and I could feel the stitches stretching and pulling. Sometimes it bleed a little bit, but it didn't hurt. So, hello, and Ryan coming in from PK Adventure Travels right there. Good morning to you, Ryan. Ryan got some troubles with the fish tanks, but I think she's got them sorted out. So y'all check out his fish tank over there, y'all. Good stuff. I like fish tanks. I used to have some. Good morning. Good morning. And Scotty J Travels coming in with a whoop, whoop. Hey, it's Friday. It sure is, Scotty J. It's Friday right here. And we've got a for you right there for that. Bill, hello. Hello, hello. We got a bunch of hellos. I'm going to skip it over a bunch of them, though. Hey, Backlash Fisherman, that's Matt right there saying, peg leg, sea leg journey, squeak, squeak. Oh, how about that, Matt? I've been getting over on coastal water once in a while, but I haven't seen you, Matt. Haven't seen Backlash come up. I've been seeing coastal, you know, going to school, going to work, going here and there and yonder. The other day she was at work. I'm like, what? We're at work with her? How about that? And peg leg, sea egg, journey, squeaky. That's right. Squeaky, squeaky. Let's get Scotty J to 500. We can do this. Scotty J Travels trying to get to 500, y'all. If you haven't subscribed already, there's the link right there to check out Scotty J Travels and help him get to 500, y'all. Sea Tripping with Kim and Scott. Good morning to you. Thanks for joining us here at Sea Leg Journeys. I know didn't y'all just get on a cruise? I know I just saw y'all's feet sticking out on a ship somewhere. Yeah, I've seen a few channels doing that, and I think y'all was one of them. Y'all are out there heading out on a cruise. Pete says can't book until the flights are paid for. Oh, waiting on the tax man. Gotcha, Pete. Now, hey, do y'all's taxes do the same as us? End of the year, December 31st, and then you're supposed to have all your stuff by January 31st. And is y'all doing the same tax cycle we are? And then by April 15th, you got to have it all done. I'm curious about that. Let me know there, Pete. Backlash. Hope everyone is well. Ryan's other channel. There it is. There's Ryan's other channel. Thank you for that, Danny D. Awesome. Thanks, Danny. Look at there. You got a kissy from Scotty J. And there's Backlash's channel. Backlash Fisherman. This dude catches more fish in an hour than I've caught in my life. And I used to go fishing a lot. That's saying something. No problem, Scotty J. Morning, everybody, from Matt right there to Backlash Fisherman. Hey, Backlash, there's Lee's channel right there. Check out the Model Railroad, y'all. Good morning to Ohio Travels with Chris right there. I'm talking like an auctioneer this morning, ain't I? I don't know why. But, hey, I'm going to be here till 9 o'clock with you this morning. It's Friday, so I'm going to be here to go live together so we can talk about all kinds of good stuff. Good morning to you, Chris. Woohoo! And Fuzzy says, I'm trying to get to 500 too. Well, Fuzzy, we'll make sure we get your link in there and we'll get Fuzzy up to 500 too. How about that, y'all? 500 today for Scotty J and for Fuzzy. How about that? Butterfly channel, I think I'm still trying to get to 250 on that one. I think I got 245 on the Butterfly channel. But I just put up a new video on that day before yesterday, I think it was. But hey, let's check out my thumbnail real quick. It's that time of day. Y'all know what ship that is? Do you know what port that is? What ship am I sitting on when I took that picture? Well, I'll just go ahead and tell you. I'm sitting on the Sun Princess just this past December. And that right there is the Norwegian Breakaway. And it was parked right there in front of us at St. Thomas. Yeah. So now they're backing that ship out. Woo! You could hear the beep, beep, beep. No, yeah. But they're backing that ship out, the Norwegian Breakaway, and fixing to sail away. And we've been on the Norwegian Breakaway. So it's always cool when we're in port on one ship. And I look over, maybe I see, another ship. And I'm like, oh, we've been on that ship. And sometimes we're like in Nassau or something, and there's like 5 other ships, and I'm like, oh, we've been on that one and that one and that one. Oh, haven't been on that one though. Oh, we might need to get on that one. You ever do that in port? Look at the ships and go, oh, I've been on that one, and I want to get on that one next. That's kind of a fun thing to do, ain't it? But hey, let's take our first. There's Kim and Scott's link right there too. Backlash has been sick, hacking and coughing up my insides from a flu. Oh no, Backlash. Hope you got over that, brother. Hope you got you're 100% over that. You know what you need? You need something to get you motivated. Maybe some double squeakies right there for you, Matt. Double squeakies, and maybe how about going to the Yukon? Have y'all been to the Yukon? This is just a short from our Yukon adventure we did in Alaska a couple years ago. Check this out. One time we went to the Yukon in Canada, and it was great. We had lunch in a covered wagon. And then we got to play with some baby goats and feed them because they were really hungry. And, they didn't want us to leave. But we had to leave because we had to go feed the horse, too. And after we fed the horse, we went to Klondike Mike's. But before we did that, we got chased by bears. And then we went panning for gold. And it was great because we found so much gold in this little man-made river that we decided to open a YouTube channel. And we called it Sea Lake Journeys. Thanks for being here and watching this. Please give us a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel. Otherwise, I'll have to go back to panning gold. Y'all don't want me to go back to panning gold, so so give us a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel, please. We sure appreciate it. It was a Yukon adventure. We tried to make a full video out of that while we was up there, but something happened with the camera. The footage there's places where it was absolutely no sound and places where the film went black. I don't know what happened. It didn't come out good. So really all I got is a short. I think I can get another 1 or 2 shorts out of what we have. So I decided to go back in time and grab those and start making them because people will be booking Alaska cruises because that season kicks up in May. It only runs through mid-October. So I thought, we got to get that little bit of Alaska footage out there. And, so there you go. And we did that excursion. And what it was, we was riding a train up to the Yukon. We took a bus. We took a bus up, made a few stops along the way, and then we rode that train back, that Yukon train back. A lot of people just do the train in the circle, but they don't get to get off the train. And that's why we did the one that took the bus, because it would stop. We stopped at a couple of different places, and it was really awesome. And then we rode that train back because we thought to ourselves, well, we ride the train up and back, we're only seeing the same thing, and we're not getting to stop and get off the train. But if we take the bus up, we got those stops, we get to see more stuff, and we still got the train ride back. So I did it. It cost more. It did cost more, I got to tell you. But, we didn't know when we'd ever get back to do that again. So, and I'm glad we did it that way. Although I think I do need to go back and do that one again because I need to vlog it better because there was a lot of really neat stuff. And we were taking great video. We were, but I think we only used one camera. And that's why now a lot of times if we did that again, she would have her camera and her phone, and I would have the GoPro, and we'd be filming it with 2. Because I'd rather have too much footage than have something happen to one of the cameras or one of the discs or something happen. At least we got a backup to that, because that's a place that I don't know when we're going to get back again. I have been looking at Alaska cruises, and I found one I really liked, y'all. Where did I write it down at? Where was it? It's a 10-day cruise. Anyway, I think I got it here somewhere. Wrote it down. Well, of course it ain't here with me. It was a 10-day cruise anyway. And it goes up and it stops at some places we haven't been to and some places we have been to. And one of the places was Juneau. And I thought, man, if we ever get back there, we already said, if we go back, we're doing that dog sled on the glacier with the helicopter ride again. And but guess what? If you do that 10-day one, it was too late in the year. It was going in September. And in September, they don't have the dogs up there. August is when the dog sleds ride. You can still take the helicopter up and get on the glacier and walk around the glacier, see the glacier and all that, but they don't have the dog sledding up there after August. So I was like, I learned that. I was like, wow, boy, make sure I don't book in September then if I want to ride the dog sled in Juneau, sounds similar, but we're April 5th, 31st, January is the deadline. Okay. Well, that's pretty close. Yeah, that's pretty close to the same thing. And I'll tell you, our refunds here, Pete, if we get all of our stuff by January 31st, which we will, and if by the following weekend, next week or two, we get all the tax stuff done and sent in, man, refunds come back within a week or less. It's really fast if you get in there early. I think the later you get them, it takes a little longer, that kind of stuff. But ours is pretty simple. We don't make that much. So it's simple forms. There you go. Standardized deduction. We used to have stuff itemized, all this, and no matter how much we had itemized, we never can get up to the standard deduction. So we just take the standard deduction. And this year it'll be the same, especially since it got raised, Hello, Danny D from Sea Tripping with Kim and Scott. And today is 500 day. Happy 500, y'all. Get it. All right, we're going to help you try to get there, Scotty J. No problem. Supermodel is here, even when she's still trying to wake up. Danny, you are awesome. You can do these things in your sleep. I've always said that, and now you've just proved it. Danny ain't even awake yet, y'all, and she's still doing all this. Double squeakies. Double squeakies for Danny, because she can do this in her sleep. I think we just proved it. And only 92 days till the ABC cruise. That's right. And the money's due, I believe, within the next 2 days. So if you haven't paid for that ABC cruise, paid it off yet, the 11th is the day, if I remember right. So yeah, you might want to get over here today. It's Friday. It's probably payday for you. Pay that rascal off. Yes, yes, yes. Wakey, wakey, Danny. Scotty. And the Butterfly Channel. Oh, thank you for that, Danny D. Oh, the old Butterfly Channel over there. It does have a new video. If you ever go to Chicago, they got Morton Arboretum. Morton Arboretum. And yes, it is associated with Morton Salt. And it's a 1,700 acres. I think arbor. Arbor is the word for what? Trees. Arboretum is the Latin word for basically a tree farm, or, a tree place. So you get up there and it's got walking trails. You can drive your car through it. It's got places where you can stop your car and get out. It's got regular walking trails. It is a lot of handicap accessible up there. Beautiful place. Man, check out that video over there. It's pretty cool. And we will be doing our first live stream very soon. All right, Fuzzy, will you let us know when? And we'll tell everybody out there and let them know so we can check it out. Fluttering Dreams definitely wants to check you out. Hello, good morning from JJ's Adventures. Jan, good morning to you. What's that? Oh, Sensei Rabbit says hi to you, Jan. You know it. There's Chris's link right there too. Ohio Travels with Chris. She's going to be on an ABC cruise with us, y'all. And Danny D, I'm saying Danny. Sensei Rabbit is going to be getting his photograph taken with everybody on the cruise that wants to, and giving autographs. I hear. I don't know. I don't know how he's going to do that. No problem, everyone. Dropping your link. Supermod is here, and she ain't even awake yet. That's what I love about it. Good morning, Josie Ann. I'm doing okay. Need something uplifting, so I'm back. Oh, you came to the right place, Jan. I'm going to uplift you right now with this. Join the party at Sea Leg Journeys. Subscribe to our channel and come see all of our ship tours, cabin tours, port tours, excursion tours. Check out our live shows where we talk about cruising. Give us a thumbs up, please, and subscribe. All right, how about that? Whoa, there we go. That should lift you right up there, Jan. Jan, are you still there? I'm 40% over it. Got some cough syrup with codeine in it, so that's helping a lot with the 2 inhalers. I'll tell you, yeah, sometimes I know I had bronchitis. Me and Robin Sea Lake Journeys got bronchitis once, and it took really months to get totally over it. We got feeling fine after, just a week or so, but then it still just lingered. And it's like you say, Matt, 40%. It's not like you're over it the next day, or you go from, feeling really bad to, I'm 75% feeling pretty good, and then boom, I'm good. No, it's like Matt's talking about 40%, and maybe a few days later you hit 50%, and then a week later you hit 60. It takes a while. Well, good to hear. Right on. And there's Jan's channel right there, JJ's Adventures. Y'all check her out. Thank you, Danny. Scott's channel, Scott from Controversial Cruising. Woo! No problem, Jan. Hey, Backlash and nappy time. Nappy time. Pick up Panda at 2:30, and then you have work tonight at 6 o'clock until 6 o'clock tomorrow. There's 12-hour ships as a fireman, EMT, all that good stuff. Right on, Backlash. And thumbs up, everybody. Thank you so much for that. Thumbs up do help the algorithm. We've had to cancel our Alaska cruise, moving stuff going on when we would be cruising. Oh, it's hard to cruise and move at the same time. I get it. Unless you can move by cruise ship. Maybe you're moving to Alaska and just take your stuff and book an Alaska cruise and get all the stuff on the ship. When you get off, you're that close. I mean, you're not moving to Alaska, are you, Jan? Just helping. Moving tips from Sea Lake Journeys. Book a cruise to where you're moving to, and there you go. Load it up on the ship. No extra charge. I brought 600 suitcases and a stove. I wonder how that would work out. Backlash says 2026 resolution is to pay off the house and Coastal Waters car, then plan a 2027 cruise. Well, Backlash, I'm still looking at 2027 cruises myself. Haven't got anything yet. I'll tell y'all some of what I found, though. I found an MSC Grandiosa on May 15th, 7 days out of Port Canaveral, an interior cabin, but with the drinks and Wi-Fi included and $50 onboard credit for just over $2,000. Yeah, I thought that's a pretty good deal for 7 days. It is. Now, on Virgin voyages, that's about what a 5-day cruise costs. But you got to keep in mind, Virgin also has, all specialty dining. There's no main dining room. There's no buffet. It's all specialty dining. And but it is, if you got $2,000, $2,100 to spend, you can do 5 days on Virgin, or looks like 7 days on the MSC Grandiosa. Just saying, that's a pretty good deal. And what else did I find? Well, I found stuff like 7 days of December of 2027, because we typically like to go December, but we're not going to be able to go this December. It doesn't look like, because where Robin Pacific Journeys works, it's like everybody took off in December. That when we got back from the cruise, the next 2 weeks she was working. She was like the only one there. Everybody else vacated. Everybody, and they says, everybody can't take off at the end of the year. So next year, nobody can take off at the end of the year. That kind of thing. So, but if you could go, we got the Sun Princess here, the interior cabin with the Premier package for $2,600. Yeah, and if you go down to just the Plus package, it's only $2,100. Yeah, $2,100 for the Plus package on that. It's an interior cabin, but 7 days. That, guys, is a great deal. So we're looking at $100 more than MSC. Still a 7-day cruise. Still interior cabin, apples for apples. But with this, with just the Plus package, you're still getting your gratuities paid, which that's not included on the MSC. It was included on the Virgin, but it's not anymore. So it's not included, but it is included with Princess. Think about that, and your drink package, and your Wi-Fi package. So there you go. Just something. If you want to compare, if you say I have $2,000 to $2,500 to spend, and you start looking across cruise lines, you'd be surprised. Sometimes you find a better deal over here than you do over here, and sometimes you find a better deal over here instead of over there. It's just really intriguing. I like looking them up. I think that's be the fun part of a travel agent. No, I don't want to be one. But Elisa from Elisa's Adventures and Cruising is going to be a travel agent. She's get that coming. Watch out for Elisa. Elisa's Adventures and Cruising. Yep. That's right. She's 1/3 of the Conscious Cruiser. And Monday, we will be on at 8:30 on The Conscious Cruiser and also on Spotify. Scott, myself, and Elisa with another episode of The Conscious Cruiser. But, man, there's some great deals. And here's a New Year's Eve one. Scott, if you're still in here, I know you was interested in New Year's Eve. I'm still interested. I'm interested in this one because this is late enough. We could probably do it. December 26th, 2027, rolling over to January 2nd, 2028. New Year's Eve. How about that on the Sky Princess? An interior room with the premium package. The Premier package is $3,200, or you can get just the Plus package for $2,700. I'll tell you what, it's only $600 more than regular cruise, and you got a New Year's Eve cruise going on. That's got my interest, y'all. That's why I didn't cross it off. It's a maybe. But I know we got to book it fast because things are already selling out. There's some cruises advertised out there I looked at, and a lot of cabins are sold out, especially ones I need. And, talking about the spots I got here, I don't know if y'all know Don Terrace, Don's Family Vacations. He's pretty popular across our niche, cruising and travel. But he's got the old lung cancer trying to come back, y'all. And he's looking at what are they going to do. If they do the chemo, it could wanker up his other lung. Then you're really in trouble. Or they can just cut the whole right lung out, which just leaves you with one. And yeah, that's a predicament. That's a predicament there. So, we're letting everybody know, keep your prayers out for old Don Terrace there. He's an awesome dude. We got to meet him on the Sky Princess one year. Him and Tony and Jenny, super people to meet in real life. And so we We want to see Don get that fixed up. And, he's been fighting this for years. And I don't know anybody knows anybody with cancer, if you've had cancer, but I've seen so many people that, had a cancer, and sometimes that cancer comes back, and sometimes it doesn't come back in the same place. They had lung cancer, they got it fixed. Oh, next thing you know, 5 years later, they got a liver cancer. They want to get that fixed. And then 5 years later, they got adrenal cancer or something. I myself, after the melanoma in my back, about 10 years later, I had cancer again. Next time was in my prostate. So I had to cut all that out, and that's when I got curious. I says, man, how in the world did I get two different cancers like that? I thought you just got one, got it fixed, and you're done, but not always. And it's not always coming back in the same place, especially if you cut that place out. But it just seems like there must be a factor there. And I wonder how many people have had cancer A and cancer A came back, or they had cancer A and cancer B popped up after they fixed cancer A. I'm in this category over here. And same things happened with Don Terrace. He had this cancer and then he got that cancer. And it just seems like it, you get one fixed and another one comes up. So, but I ain't worried about this. I don't think it's going to be nothing. It's probably one of those little sarcomas or something. And they say, oh, well, we dug it out when we did the biopsy, you're done. So I ain't worried about that. But it's just something, weird to think about. Chris, Pete, John says, people will start bringing me W-2 soon. I'll be busy till March. I don't take any after that. Oh, okay. So John, you're going to be the tax man. John going to be the tax man. Right on. We just done our own here with, what is that called? TurboTax. And it's so funny because on Eddie's show this morning, I'm sitting there and the commercial come up was TurboTax. And that's what reminded me about tax year this year. I'm like, oh, no wonder. But I seen the lady in Walmart the other day, the Hewlett Packard or something like that, Hewlett Jones or Jones Packard, sitting there in her little booth, already ready. Who's got their stuff ready? I expect by February they're going to be jammed up. They're going to be jammed up. Yeah, January 11th, 2026. Woo, okay. Hey, Scotty J, I don't hear Robin in the background yelling at you. I don't either. Robin, see like Journeys. Everybody wants to know if you're there. Hello? Robin from Sea Lake Journeys. I don't hear her. She might be out in the butterfly garden. Maybe she went out in the butterfly garden. I don't know. I have no idea. Pirate Chet. Hi, Pack. Hey, Lee says, listening and building fencing out of matchsticks and coffee sticks, recording later today for the channel. All right, Lee, get her done, buddy. Oh, I've been doing some work too, and I don't even know if I got the thumbnail for today for the raid parade here. I can find it real quick. But raid parade today is coming up at 2:00, and I've got a video in there. In fact, mine's the first one today. Raid parade. There it is. It's going to be Loved by Brito on the Sun Princess, and that's the restaurant I was telling y'all about the other day. It's Brito is an artist, right? And he wanted to make a fusion between his art and some awesome food. And so we got Rudy Sotomon, who does the Catch by Rudy's on Princess. He also does this restaurant in conjunction with Brito, the artist. And you can see some of the artwork there in there. And the food is artistic as well. It's super upscale. It's kind of chef's table kind of dishes coming out to you, and spectacular service. And, Robin has to eat gluten-free. And sometimes that could spoil an event like this, but it didn't. The waiter came out and says, oh, no, it says the bread, we're just going to change the bread. We're going to give you gluten-free bread. And then the dessert, we just can't put this on it. It'll be this, but without that. And so, yeah, it was like no big deal. They're like, oh, yeah, we got you. And it's a very small, just a one little page menu, which you can see on there today. But what a great experience. Robin from Sea Lake Journeys said that was her favorite dining on the Sun Princess this time. So think about that. If you get on a Princess ship that has them, which only the Sun class ships have it right now, the Sun Princess and the Star Princess. But if you get on there, give this one a whirl. It's her favorite, and we ate at all of them. We ate a different one every night. So we had specialty dining all week. And Crown Grill has always been her favorite, but this time on this particular week, she actually thought this was her favorite. So there you go. And not only does she have, celiacs, but she's kind of picky too. She's kind of picky too. So this one actually worked for her. May work for you. Just saying. All right, and there's Lee's link right there to check her out. And see Trip and Kim and Scott saying good morning to Pete. And JJ says we're still booked on the Unhinged cruise, so have that to look forward to. Now, that's in February of 2027. And I said I'm going to go look at that, and I haven't gone and looked at it yet. Because I've been looking at all kinds of other stuff that's, squirrel. I've been looking at Norwegian, been looking at Princess, been looking at MSC. So those are the three I've looked at so far. Still got more looking to do. I got a lot of looking, y'all. I haven't got to Carnival. See, Trip in. Danny, I really wish I could be there to meet you. Oh, you know it. There's the Conscious Cruisers links right there. Monday, 8:30. Don't miss it. Another episode of the Conscious Cruiser. Come on, y'all. Come on. And one day, Jan, yes, I lost my mom to cancer. Oh, my dad too. My dad got lung cancer, and it took him out in 6 months. Yeah, so I know where you're coming from, Jan. My dad was teaching school in January, and they told him, you got lung cancer, ain't nothing you can do. We can give you this chemo and radiation, and you might live a year. He says, well, how long will I live without it? And he says, about 6 months. And he says, I'll take the 6 months, because he wanted to finish out the school year, and school ended, first week of June, last week of May, I forget which. He worked every day. In 10 years of teaching, he never missed a day. Even with the cancer, he never missed a day. So, and then after that, and then he died on October 5th. He hung on a little longer than he thought he would. So there's a few more months. But, it was not a pleasant experience. My grandpa had cancer. My great uncle died from cancer. My mom's cousin died from cancer. She's the one who got my big bro his job, and that's how we moved to Chicago. Oh, okay. Yeah, cancer has, I think, touched just about everybody. There you go, even Chris, cancer in my mom's family. Now, we are not aware of any cancer anywhere else in our family until my dad died from it, and then I got it. None of my sisters had cancer. None of them. Now, my dad got lung cancer. He smoked his whole life. So we kind of figured that was that. What did I do to get it? Well, too much sun time could explain that one, but the other one, the prostate, who knows? Who knows where that came from? But I know all my friends, I say all, 90% of them, the mechanics I have worked with over my lifetime. Okay, 90% of the mechanics I've worked with over a career of my lifetime have died of cancer and are already gone. Most of them died in their 50s, all kinds of different cancers. I mean, our oil change guy one time, he was about 45 years old. And he just was losing weight. We said, dude, go to the doctor and find out what's going on. He went to the doctor. He came back. He says, well, they're going to let me know as soon as they find out something. Well, I was there that day. We're all in the shop. And he got the phone call at work. Okay. They told him, he says, well, doctor says for me to go home. It was like 2:00 in the afternoon. Like, go home now? Okay. What's going on? He says, don't even worry about my toolbox or nothing. He said, just go home. Dude died within a week. He went home, and we never saw him again because he was gone. And he was working right there to the end, basically. Crazy. And I don't know what kind of cancer he had. I don't remember. But, that took him out super fast. I mean, but he just lost all of his weight. He says, man, I got no energy. I'm tired. He says, no matter what I eat, I can't gain no weight. If you see that happening, they always tell you that's not a good sign. And hey, Winston's here from Twisted Nerves. Good morning to you, Winston. He's saying good morning, everybody out there. There's Winston's link also right on. Good morning, Danny D. Robin is a ghost in the background. I think she's outside, Danny D. She's outside looking at the butterflies because they started flying around yesterday. We seen a Gulf fruteri. I seen a longwing out there. I've seen several monarchs out there, and the caterpillars are going crazy out there, the monarchs, and they're making chrysalises all over on the side of the house. So we're going to have more butterflies in a few weeks. So yeah, it's starting to get busy out there, but I don't know how long that'll last because we'll probably get cold again in February and March. So we'll see. No problem, Winston. I have to eat gluten-free also. All right, Fuzzy. Yeah, then. Yeah, Robin got celiacs, and she just got it a couple of years ago. She just started, having intestinal pain and getting sores in her mouth, and it got worse and worse. And finally, she's in the hospital. And then over the course of 6 months, she's in the hospital 2 or 3 times because she's just throwing up and diarrhea and just horrible pain. And then she had to go to the skin doctor, the same one that hooked me up yesterday. She had to go there for some other reason. And we already had her to gastroenterologist. They checked her top side, they checked her bottom side, they checked blood work, they did this and that and everything else. But I don't think any of them knew what they was looking for because the skin doctor says, I think you've got celiacs. He says, we just need to do a simple blood test. Well, she had blood work, but they didn't test for that. So she went and got tested for that. There you go. She had celiacs. Quit eating gluten. She ain't had no problem since. There you go. So that's the way it is. And sometimes you're born with that, and sometimes you don't get it till later. And most of the time you'll get it in your 50s if you're going to get it, which is weird. You get 50 years of your life without it, and all of a sudden, or 55 years, and then you get it. It's kind of weird, ain't it? Yeah, I guess it's kind of like shingles, right? Had chicken pox when I was 7, and then when I was 52, I got shingles. What the heck? What's going on? Wow, Chad. Yeah, Mom's cousin was young, like 50 or 40 or something. Yeah. Yep, I've had a lot of friends check out in their 50s for cancer. Sure enough, in their 50s. Yeah, cancer in my mom's family also. Well, I hope it don't stay in mine. I don't want no more of it. I've had 2 turns at it. I don't want no more. I passed. The next wave of it can pass over to Sensei Rabbit. He can take it. We'll just, if he loses an ear, he had a bad cancer, he lost an ear. Well, that just makes him cuter, don't it? I have friends now with cancer, bladder, breast, prostate. Right? What in the world's going on? What in the world's going on? Just stuff happens, I guess. But 200 years ago, they couldn't have diagnosed none of that. You just said, well, they died. They died of consumption or died of something. You just don't know. But now they can diagnose everything. And if they diagnose it soon enough, a lot of times they can fix it. But if it's too late, sometimes they can slow it down. Now, between cancer and heart issues, I'm doomed. Been tested for the breast cancer gene and found out I don't have it. That's one good thing. That's one thing you ain't got to worry about then, Jan. One thing, yeah. But hey, Jan, we're all leaving here the same way. And we don't get to pick. Usually we don't get to pick. I know. So I'm thinking I'm going to die when I'm like 100. I'm 100 years old, and I'm going to get bored. I'm going to be like my grandpa was when he was 90. He says, I think I'm going to go home and die now. And I said, well, Grandpa, don't you have to be sick? He goes, nope. I remember that. I was like, what? Because he was down visiting from New York down to visiting us in Florida. And he went home, and he died a few months later. He died 3 days after my dad. And he didn't have a heart attack or stroke or nothing. It's just like all of a sudden he just went downhill, and it took him, and his kidneys just shut down, and he checked out just like that. I was like, dang, how'd he do that? That's a plan right there. Just sitting there and go, well, and he kind of went on about how he was bored. He's like, well, I don't have the farm no more, and my wife's gone, my kids are old, and all my friends are gone, all my brothers are dead, everybody's going. And so he got melancholy about that. He said, I think I'm going to go home and die. I'm like, okay. And he did. It's just weird. I'm like, that's the way I'm going to go. I'm going to be 100 years old and go, man, what am I hanging around here for? I've done this, I've done that. There ain't nothing else left to do, and everybody else is leaving, so I'm checking out too. Punch my ticket and go. Yeah. Fuzzy says, yeah, I had heart issues, but no longer issues with my heart anymore. Got them fixed. That's great. Woohoo! I like that. Get them fixed. I'm excited. I ordered a gazillion tiny resin butterflies to paint. They're about 2 or 3 millimeters long. They're going to be fun. Are you 2 or 3 millimeters? Are you serious, Winston? Like that big? Man, I hope you got like a big old magnifying glass and a paintbrush with like one hair. A paintbrush with one hair on it. Doop. I'll have to get over and see how you do that. I'm in my mid-30s right now. Oh, dang. Mid-30s. Yeah, you're young. Young. I remember being mid-30s. I was Tarzan. And then about 42, something hit me. I've had a few friends that had pancreatic cancer. They were fine one day and then weight loss, unbalanced, dead within a week. Yeah. And I'm wondering if it wasn't something like that, John, that took that dude out of work, our oil change guy. I can't remember his last name. His first name was Juan, though. Nice guy, super nice guy. He's about 45, if I remember right, in mid-40s. And his weight just fell off, and then that was it. I mean, he was at work, and they called him and said, you need to go home. Well, I'll get my toolbox. Don't worry about your toolbox. Leave it there. You ain't never going to need it again. Can you imagine getting that phone call from your doctor at work? Yeah. But anyway, why wait and schedule him next week for an appointment to tell him he ain't going to be here next week, I guess, I've had a few. Oh, yeah, I just read that one. Yeah. My mother-in-law had pancreatic cancer. Yeah, that's a tough one right there. That's a tough one. My mom had metastatic breast cancer, and my dad had prostate cancer. Both had heart problems. Man, yikes. I'll tell you one thing we ain't got over here, Jan, is heart problems. I got a turtle heart. They'll do my autopsy, and the heart will still be going. They'll be like, well, this guy's dead. Well, everything else is dead, but his heart's still going. We'll take that and transplant that to somebody else. They'll go another 100 years. Super, super strong heart. Lungs, not so good. But it's going to be something else that takes me out. It ain't going to be my heart either. My uncle has cancer, so I guess he's doing okay. He doesn't talk a lot about it. Yeah, sometimes, what do you say? What do you say? When I had it, I just told everybody, I got this cancer. I'm going to go up here and get this treated. We're going to do that. And there you go. And you just tell them after that, still alive. But, trying to get better, I'm planning a diorama with something I saw once when I was traveling in Mexico. We drove through a town where every building down the street in the small town was covered in monarch butterflies. Ooh, a diorama of that? Oh, like a 3D version mimicking that street you saw. Oh, that sounds awesome. That's art right there, dude. And see where you got the idea from, traveling in Mexico. You see the street and go, ooh, I'm going to go home and make that. Right there. That's what I say, Winston. I'm going to cover the side of a ruined castle tower I built with them. That's going to be cool. That's going to be so cool. My uncle had prostate cancer. There's a cancer. He's on medication. He doesn't talk about it. He didn't even tell our family other members. Oh, yeah. Okay, yeah. He's got the one, because there are different stages of it. Some of it, they can give you pills and it works. Other ones, they give you they take a little radioactive seed and put it up there and off you go. And other ones, they give you radiation. And depends on if it's low dose radiation or a high dose radiation. There's two versions of that. And then the other one is the surgery. And there's two types of surgery: the robotic surgery, which is less invasive, or the open radical prostatectomy, which is the one I had. They cut you from belly button to, and take it all out. Yeah, that's the one I did. Had a meeting. Sorry, late. Good morning. Oh, hey, Ahab, you're right. We're going till 9:00 today, or at least 5 minutes till. I'll go to 8:55. That way, everybody's got a 5-minute potty break before we go live together with Eddie, Jeremy, and Cheryl. And we got time to go to the bathroom, get a drink before you get over there, and all that good stuff. And my mom keeps telling me he has to do, but well, just in case something happens to him. Yeah. Yep. Sometimes you got to do it. You just got to do it. Vicky, good morning to you. Right on. No dance this week, but next week, Vicky, I do believe, is still scheduled for 5:00 next Thursday. I hope I'm going to be there if my leg holds out. I'm going to get back to my leg issue too real quick before we go. It's been really causing me a lot of issues, and I feel like it's just bruised on the back from behind my knee down, but yet there's no bruise there. I have Robin from Sea Lake Journeys look at it. She put some kind of funky oil or something on it. But man, it hurts. It just feels like it's just bruised and sore. Part of it's sore, like a really bad sore muscle. Part of it feels like somebody just punched it and punched it and punched it so many times that now it's just that kind of bruising effect. But yet there's no bruise there. So I'm a little concerned about that. I'm more concerned about that than I am this at the moment. I thought, started a couple weeks ago. I thought, well, it's just because I need a new leg. Which, next Wednesday I get to go get something, new liner, maybe a new leg. I don't know. I'll find out when I get there, and we'll see if that helps. I'm thinking if that don't help, I'm going to call somebody else and see if we can get this figured out, because it's getting progressively worse, which bothers me because I'm going to be in the wheelchair the rest of the day today. I'm not going to try to walk at all. I went to the gym this morning and I got my workout in, but man, I'm not even doing nothing legs, right? I'm doing stand-up barbells and push downs and things like that. And my legs my whole attention almost is on my leg. I have to really try to focus on doing the weights. And then when I get done with that set, it's like, now I feel the leg again. But I ain't complaining. I'm just whining. There's a difference. I bet, man, there's nerve endings. So you have to deal with that. And, hey, I've been not having no problems for several years now. Occasionally a phantom pain, but the phantom pains are like that and they're over and they're gone. They're not too bad anymore. But this is like a constant. Right now, it feels like just a bruise, an aching, sore bruise right now. It's like, if I try to extend that knee, man, that hurts. If I try to curl it up, not as much. Try to extend it out, it's really sore. So I don't know. It may just be, maybe it's just tendons are sore in the back of the knee. I don't know. I'm not a doctor. I'm a mechanic, Jim. Dang it, Jim. I'm not a mechanic. I'm not a doctor. I'm a mechanic. Danny says, yeah, I'll let you and Robin know if we do another meetup. Ryan and Mel are in, and I have to see what we're doing this summer. We'll go see Big Bro and Sis in Chicago. Have to work around Chris and Liz. Yeah. If you get another one down here, we'll definitely try to make it, Danny D. And hey, if you're going back to Chicago, Danny D, check out over on the Butterfly channel, that Morton Arboretum place. You might want to go visit that. It's something that you'd be able to see. It looks pretty interesting. You'll be able to tell enough on the video if it's something you want to see or not. But I think it's only like $12 to get in. It's pretty cheap. And you can spend a day there for sure. And you can get in the car and drive to the next place and then get out and, look around there and get back in the car. So you don't have to do a lot of walking. Or if you're in a wheelchair, you can wheelchair it around because it is 1,700 acres. It is big. It's got a lot of stuff to see, but you don't have to do it all on foot. A great stream. Have a great day, everybody. See you in the stream right on, Lee. We will see you around the channel there, buddy. Vicky, good morning. Dang it, Jim. I'm a doctor, not a floor wax. Winston knew what I was talking about. My little Star Trek over here. I laugh out loud. Mom's like, won't we see some of the people in Helen? I said, no, only some of them. Yeah, we won't make it to Helen. So that way you need another meetup, Danny D. How about that? Laugh out loud. All right, good deal. And I had one more thing here. I did show that. I did show the Yukon thing. Okay, but we had great people here, and I had a comment yesterday. This video that I'm going to put up today. This video right here, Loved by Burrito. It's not even up yet. Okay, it's going up today at 2:00. But the thumbnail's out there. And somebody who was on the Sun Princess with us has already commented on this. They said, I can't wait till you do the one on the butcher's block, which is another dining experience we did on another night. He says, I can't wait to see that one because we're going to be in the background on it. I said, I can't wait to go make it. I want to see if I see you in the background. So it's always fun, if people are doing something in the background, which never had that before, so it was kind of a new thing. So we'll see how it goes. It's probably going to go something like this. Big shout out to all of our fans from us here at Sea Lake Journeys. Thank you so much for supporting us. Thanks for meeting us on the ships, meeting us in our live shows, and for watching our videos and our shorts. we just want to say thank you all so much for your support. Thank you. It was just so fun when I was editing this. I was like, this is awesome. So hopefully I'll have another one for the butcher's block. Okay, guys, it's 5 till. We'll give you time to go get a potty break and get something to snack on, and then head over to Go Live Together, a Sea Lake Journey raid. Until next time, we'll see you around the channel. See you around the channel.
Well, thank you very